Hi everyone, this is the Encyclopedia Channel, April 20th, 2023. Starship Super Heavy Integrated Flight successfully tested the explosion-proof performance of the Super Heavy booster and the ability to climb effectively, as well as the ability of the flight abort system to function properly. So do you know what the SpaceX Starship is? What is it for? What will Starship's success mean? SpaceX Starship, a fully reusable heavy-duty launch vehicle developed by Space Exploration Technology Corporation, SpaceX, was first announced by Elon Musk in September 2017. Starship is expected to replace Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy and Dragon spacecraft in missions in Earth orbit. In addition to Earth orbit, after the Starship is refueled in orbit, it can also complete the mission of Earth-Moon transfer and direct contact with Mars. SpaceX began to develop the Mars Colonization System, MCT, the predecessor of the Starship, around 2012, and the Raptor rocket engine used by the rocket began testing in 2016. SpaceX started manufacturing BFR's first rocket prototype in March 2018, and then Elon Musk announced the BFR's follow-up plan at a press conference. At the press conference, Musk renamed the BFR. He called the first stage booster Super Heavy and the second stage spacecraft Starship. SpaceX also said its initial expectation was to launch a cargo spacecraft to Mars in 2022, followed by a crewed program in 2024. The entire plan includes reusable launch vehicles and ground infrastructure to support rapid launch and reuse of rockets. SpaceX will also develop technologies that can refuel on orbit in low Earth orbit. As a super heavy launch vehicle, Starship can carry up to 150 metric tons in low Earth orbit. Today, SpaceX is using stainless steel to build a series of Starship prototypes for testing. Because stainless steel is cheap and easy to process, the construction of prototypes has become very fast. SpaceX hopes to build a dedicated production line for prototypes, which allows SpaceX to conduct rocket testing at a higher frequency and quickly find problems from it, and then SpaceX can quickly make improvements to the problem. As early as 2007, Elon Musk stated that his personal goal is to eventually allow humans to explore and colonize Mars. The project structure for landing on Mars was revealed successively from 2011 to 2015. One of them was published in 2014. The 2016 statement stated that initial colonists would arrive on Mars no earlier than 2025, and as of mid-2016, the plan still pegged that date at no earlier than 2025. Despite extensive development and testing, it was not until 2017 that SpaceX revised the design of the 9-meter, 30-foot diameter carbon composite technology rocket, whose rear end includes a small delta wing, one of which is split lobe used to control pitch and roll. Its delta wings and split flaps expand the flight envelope to allow the spacecraft to land in a variety of atmospheric densities and allow for a variety of payloads to be placed in the spacecraft's nose cone. There are 3 versions of the rocket's second stage: BFS Cargo, BFS Tanker, and BFS Crew. The cargo version will be used to launch satellites into low Earth orbit, provide a larger amount of potato sprinkling than ever before, and transport cargo to the Moon and Mars. After refueling in highly elliptical Earth orbit, the spacecraft will be designed to make a one-shot landing on the Moon and return to Earth without refueling. In addition, the BFR system is theoretically proven capable of carrying passengers or cargo in a rapid ground-to-ground manner and delivering its payload anywhere on Earth within 90 minutes. This, in August 2018, sparked the U.S. military's interest in using the BFR and hopes to have this type of large-scale transport capability within the next 5 to 10 years. In SpaceX's next-generation launch vehicle design, the rocket structure combines several elements that, according to Musk, will enable long-duration beyond-Earth orbit (BEO) spaceflight. SpaceX predicts the design could reduce launch costs. It will also serve all available missions in the traditional low Earth orbit market. This has SpaceX focusing most of its development resources on the next generation of launch vehicles. The fully reusable Super Heavy launch vehicle will consist of two main parts: a reusable booster stage, called Super Heavy, and a reusable second stage with an integrated payload section, named Starship. Combining the second stage of the launch vehicle with the long-duration spacecraft would be a unique space mission structure. This architecture depends on the success of orbital refueling. Key features of the launch vehicle include: both stages are designed to be fully reusable, with the booster returning to land next to the launch pad, and the second stage/spacecraft will also have the ability to return to near the launch pad. Both will use reusable launch vehicle technology developed earlier by SpaceX. A complete Starship Super Heavy stack would be taller than the Statue of Liberty. Catch and stack Starships in Super Heavy boosters with special robotic arms, aka chopsticks. The goal is to reduce fuel costs to $1 million to $2 million when launching a large number of Starships, although Musk said it will be extremely difficult to reduce this cost. At the same time, the Starship will not be a finalized rocket. SpaceX plans to use a series of prototype tests to gradually improve the Starship and finally reach the design goal. This approach, which originated from the Internet development thinking, is called rapid iteration. Therefore, there will be as many as dozens of test machines for testing, and most of them will be destroyed in various tests, which is unprecedented in rocket development. At present, the ground test of the upper stage of the Starship and the terminated suborbital flight test are carried out by using the Thrust Simulation Test Bench A, formerly the Suborbital Test Bench A, and the Static Ignition Test Bench B, formerly the Performed for Suborbital Testbed B. The suborbital and orbital flight of the Starship prototype began testing in August 2020. Until April 2023, 8 tests have been conducted, and related technologies will be tested and corrected in subsequent tests. The Starship Super Heavy Integrated Flight Test will be conducted on April 20, 2023. The test successfully tested the anti-explosion performance of the Super Heavy booster and effectively controlled climb, as well as the normal operation of the flight abort system. In addition, Musk has revealed that the Starship is expected to replace most of the Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy launch vehicle and Dragon spacecraft missions, and is applicable to the following 6 major missions. 1. Earth orbit exploration. 2. Long-duration missions between Earth-Moon orbits. 3. Missions to Mars, as cargo ships and manned spacecraft. For economical long-distance space travel, complete point-to-point transportation in suborbit in less than 1 hour. Musk likened it to going from Earth to Earth. 5. It is used for the task of launching Starlink satellites for the Starlink project network. 6. A reusable lunar lander to transport astronauts and cargo back and forth between the lunar surface and LOPG. The greatest significance of the Starship lies in the fact that only the state was able to organize and develop the aerospace industry. Now, under the operation of enterprises, through the practice of new technologies, the difficult aerospace industry can be transformed into low-cost and low-threshold operations. Mode: in order to realize anyone's desire to be able to conduct interstellar exploration, which will also allow starships to be used on a large scale and greatly stimulate the development of human civilization. How do you see the future of starships? Welcome to leave a message in the comment area to discuss with everyone.